When the Prophet Muhammad died, IRSS superscripto said, "Actions are judged by intentions." He gave us one of the most powerful keys to understanding our lives. This short sentence carries a deep message. What truly gives value to what we do is not only the action itself, but the reason behind it. Two people can perform the same deed, look the same on the outside, and yet one may be rewarded while the other gains nothing. Why? Because Allah looks at the heart before He looks at the hands. In this world, people judge by what they see. They see your clothes, your words, your work, your success, and your mistakes. But Allah sees what no human can see, your intention. He knows why you woke up early. He knows why you stayed silent. He knows why you gave charity, why you prayed, and why you walked away from something wrong. This should give us hope, because even when people misunderstand us, Allah never does. Think about your daily life. You go to school or work. You help your family. You struggle with stress, tiredness, and problems. Sometimes these things feel normal and boring. But with the right intention, they become worship. When you study with the intention to gain knowledge to please Allah and help others, your studying becomes an act of worship. When you work to earn halal income to support your family, your job becomes ibadah. When you smile at someone to make their heart lighter, that smile becomes charity. This hadith teaches us that Islam is not only about rituals. It is about purpose. You can pray 5 times a day, fast, and give charity, but if your intention is to show off or to be praised, the reward can disappear. On the other hand, you can do a small act with a sincere heart and it can become huge in the sight of Allah. A glass of water given with love can be heavier on the scale than a mountain of actions done for pride. We live in a time where people chase likes, views, and applause. It is easy to start doing good things for the wrong reasons. We want people to say, "You are so religious, you are so kind, you are so successful." But this hadith reminds us to stop and ask, why am I doing this? Is it for Allah or for people? If it is for people, the reward is with people. If it is for Allah, the reward is with Allah, and Allah's reward is always better and everlasting. Intention also gives comfort when things go wrong. Sometimes you try your best and still fail. You wanted to help, but the result was not good. You wanted to do something right, but you made mistakes. This hadith teaches us that Allah does not only look at the result. He looks at what you meant to do. If your intention was sincere, you are still rewarded, even if the outcome was not perfect. This is mercy. This is love from Allah. Intention can turn pain into reward. When you are patient in hardship for the sake of Allah, your suffering is not wasted. When you hold your tongue to avoid hurting someone, your silence becomes worship. When you control your anger to please Allah, your struggle becomes a source of reward. Life is full of tests, but intention changes how we carry them. It turns heavy moments into light for the hereafter. This hadith also teaches us responsibility. We cannot blame others or hide behind excuses. Because even if an action looks good on the outside, Allah knows what is inside. We might fool the world, but we cannot fool Allah. That is why a believer constantly checks their heart. Before speaking, before posting, before acting, they ask themselves, is this for Allah? Is this right? Imagine a world where every Muslim fixed their intention. Where prayer is done out of love, not habit. Where charity is given out of care, not pride. Where knowledge is shared for guidance, not fame. Such a society would be full of sincerity, humility, and peace. Hearts would be connected to Allah, not to ego. The beauty of this hadith is that it is simple and practical. You do not need wealth to apply it. You do not need a big stage. You only need a sincere heart. Every morning when you wake up, you can renew your intention. O Allah, today I live for you. My words are for you. My actions are for you. With this, your whole day becomes meaningful. Even worship itself needs intention. Prayer without intention becomes exercise. Fasting without intention becomes hunger. Charity without intention becomes loss. But with intention, prayer becomes light, fasting becomes shield, and charity becomes protection for you on the day of judgment. There is also a warning in this hadith. If intention is bad, even a good-looking action can become a sin. Giving charity to insult someone, helping to control someone, or worshipping to feel superior are dangerous. Islam does not want robots. It wants hearts that are alive, aware, and sincere. So today, pause for a moment and look inside yourself. Why do you want success? Why do you want money? Why do you want respect? If your intention is to please Allah and use His blessings for good, then your goals become noble. But if your intention is only ego and desire, then no matter how much you gain, your heart will remain empty. Actions are judged by intentions is not just a hadith to memorize. It is a rule for life. It teaches us how to live with purpose, how to worship with sincerity, and how to face the world with a clean heart. It tells us that Allah is close to us, watching our efforts, understanding our struggles, and valuing what people cannot see. Let this hadith be a mirror for your soul. Let it guide your choices. Let it shape your dreams. And remember, you do not need to be perfect. You just need to be sincere. Because in the sight of Allah, a small sincere deed is greater than 1,000 empty actions. May Allah purify our intentions, accept our deeds, and make everything we do a step closer to Him. Amin.